episode we left off at getting to level 5 here at Drake's, and today I think we're probably going to try and aim for level 100. I'm not sure if we can actually get to level 100 in roughly an hour or so, but pop this and let's see where it takes us. There's a maintenance coming soon actually. I don't know if this is the right time to play. And a little bit concerning. Hopefully hopefully we don't take that much time. Okay, so that's good. In a rune, it's gonna help. If I actually really want to see what third job skills are. Like, I purposely didn't look at like a lot of Hoyoung's like skills and stuff, just because I didn't want to kind of like, you know, get spoiled. But like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what skills Hoyoung has. Third job and fourth job. I know fifth job for sure is going to be crazy for, you know, all classes, except for some. Not every class gets some cool skill that they get to spam. Dublators. Literally, like all of our fifth job skills are like attacking skills. None of them are support skills. Like if you look at like I don't know, like Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has you know, summon skills, and they also have like, you know, attacking skills. And then like you look at Buccaneer, one of them is useless, basically. I mean, all you really need is, actually no, I shouldn't say useless. All three of them are pretty good. They have its own perks, but at the end of the day, I really only just use two. I use Lord of the Deep and the Serpent skill, the one that lets me move diagonally, vertically, and good enough. Alright, we're coming up on level 57. Oh, I heard a rune. I mean, I heard a combo orb. I really need to like take some talking classes. I'm really struggling with talking. I never knew that would be the thing. But yeah. If you guys, obviously, yeah, I'm also recording in bulk this time as well. I'm probably not gonna record all of them and then upload it. I'll probably record and then upload at the same time, because that's what I did for the Buccaneer mini series. I recorded everything in bulk and then I took my time and edited each episode. So that's why, like, if you kind of like find the timeline just a little bit weird, compared to, you know, what you're playing. If you guys are playing like right now as well, and you find the timeline a bit weird, yeah, that's probably why. I recorded early and then just upload it late. So I'm thinking I'll try my best to edit as quick as I can. I mean, it's not hard. Not hard to edit. It's just the rendering time takes at least an hour. It's like this. For however long each episode is, it takes that amount of time to render. That's usually how it is, because I'm being dumb and rendering it in 4K when there's no need. But hey, I mean, it's a you know, a little treat for people who you know, want to just splurge on or just flex just a little bit, you know, and be like, I can stream it in 4K, not a problem. Alright, we need 2 more levels and then we can job advance. I hope job advancing from now on doesn't mean like, there's no actual quest for me to actually job advance. Like, every other class. You don't have to sit through cutscenes for job advancing. How amazing is that? Speed, or sorry, power leveling on this class is going to be crazy. Like for people who are going to terror burn this when the next terror burning event comes by, people are going to get to like level 200 in like 20 minutes. Matt. You did it with an angelic buster. That was pretty good. I think he did it with an angelic buster. Or was it a wild hunter? Either one. He did it. He definitely broke some records there. And I'm definitely not going to be one of them because I don't have OP gear. I don't have OP leveling gear. I just rely on my Legion and my Link skills for all of my damage. And then obviously the classes depend. Because Bishop, oh my god, it took so long just to get to 150. It was a Mega Burning character, but oh my god, it took so long. Buccaneer was pretty quick, because Buccaneer, the 4th job skill, the blast skill, that at least it you know, it reaches a certain amount of mobs, and it attacks a certain number of mobs, and then when you're fully charged on energy, it reaches even further. And then when 5th job came, you know, I get to just hop around and stuff. Pretty cool. But oh my goodness, Bishop, it was horrific. Kind of sad actually. Oh, that's prize mission finished. Level 60. Oh no, never mind. $97. $99. There we go. Yep, hands please. Alright. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh no, I actually have to go somewhere? Oh, there's a cutscene. Man, I thought they were just gonna give it to me. What is that on my mouth? Is that a maple leaf? It looks like one of those like snot bubbles. And then like inside the snot bubble there's a maple leaf. At least I don't have to do anything. That's it, right? I'm gonna get my job advance, right? I mean, all I had to do was watch a cutscene, right? We're gonna have to speed this up. I only have 21 minutes. 21 minutes left on my EXP coupon. Come on. Send me back to Drake's, please. Yes! That was not too difficult. Okay, what is this? Summons giant fan. Ooh, I want that. Talisman seeking ghost flame. Stone tremor. Alright, I'm gonna put one on here. Scroll degeneration. What is this? Ooh. Ooh. More crit rate, more crit damage. Okay, we're gonna put in this. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this here. Put this here. Alright. Okay, so that's my regular skill. Oh, that's my fan skill. Oh, I get to stop in midair too. What does the skill do? Oh, I need a charge. Okay, there you go. This is a decent skill too. Ooh, is that Apollo portal? Please be Apollo portal. Dang it, it's a Frito portal. Oh, I have to use this. Oh, this is a. I have to be in the air skill. I'm not high enough. Nah, spamming it doesn't work. What does this skill do? Okay, summons a thing and attacks things for me. Cool, pretty cool. Oh, I can hold more energy, talisman thingy now. Okay, level 70. We're gonna head over to the hell too. All right, what does this skill do? I don't have enough scroll energy to use it. Okay, okay, that's fine. Keep charging. What does this skill do? Whoa! That is big skill. How do I charge more? How do I charge more? Talisman energy, scroll energy? How do I charge more scroll energy? What skill gives me scroll energy? I'm confused. Oh, okay. I'm full on it. Full on something. Ooh. Okay, I get it. Now, kind of. Kind of getting the skills. Oh, 61. Okay, cool. So that skill, the little mountain things, that skill just has a cooldown. Doesn't cost anything except for MP. But that doesn't cost anything. Wow, nice. Okay, so talisman energy is the one in the middle. Scroll energy is the one on the outside. Okay, so every time I use this skill, talisman skill, I'm guessing it charges it for me. It charges. Yes. I hope so. Wow, this skill actually has quite a bit of range too. Oh! Oh! I did something! Oh! So it's a two-part thing! What if I do this? If I'm holding... Okay, so I'm holding a skill key down. Oh! What? What? How can it bounce up? Wait, what was that? It bounced me up! Oh, I'm pressing things. Pressing too many things now. That... Is it because there was a mob there? I think it might be because there was a mob there. Yeah, okay, so... oh, that's so cool! Wait, what does the skill say? Press forward key and the skill key you use again. Leaping forward, otherwise it's sending a clone to attack. It doesn't say it'll make you bounce. There's a mob in front of you. Ooh, that's so cool. That's actually quite useful. Yeah, that's actually quite useful. Ooh, now I'm starting to experience some MP drain. Okay, I'm gonna do my skills. I might as well. Ooh, Rune of Thunder. Diamond Body. Okay, Scroll Energy. Oh, here it is. Gains 35 Scroll Energy every time you use it. Talisman skill. Got it. Okay. That skill. There's that skill. Stone Tremor. I feel like there's two parts for that. You can link it. Oh, so scroll degeneration does that. It's supposed to turn them into frogs and bugs. When light touches an enemy, what do you mean light touches an enemy? Oh, we got a buff. I don't have enough talisman energy. Okay, that might be a problem. But it charges quick, so... Okay, what does attainment do? Cultivates a deep understanding to increase the damage of your skills. Okay. Diamond Body. Makes your body unbreakable. Diamond. Oh, knockback resistance. Hell yes. Oh, I'm gonna max this first. I want my knockback resistance. How much do I get? 20%. I'll take it. 20% is 20%. Unbalanced breath. Okay, abnormal status resistance. All elemental resistance. Restores 3% of max HP and MP after completing attribute combo stage 3. Oh, when I'm fully charged, essentially. Yeah, sure. Definitely need a sure. Put points into that. 72% right now. Oh, I'm gonna get so strong. Oh yeah, 11k range. I have close to no items. Only item that really is good is the maple gum. Pearl maple gum. Hey, 65. I'm so fast at killing it now. Man, they're not spawning fast enough. Okay, I'm getting into the groove of things now. Oh, the bounce. Oh, 720. I mean, this 750 combo. Wow, one level is really fast. And we're only 20 minutes in. Weren't we level 55 when we started 20 minutes ago? Did we just gain 11 levels that quickly? Oh, is that what I think it is? Oh man, not a single hollow portal. Even last episode, the first one that we encountered was a Frito. Sad, so sad. Oh, this is interesting. I think my keyboard is telling me that I should switch between English US and Korean. Like the input, language input. I kind of wish Maplestory allowed language input, like different language inputs. Obviously like main ones, like more popular ones. But then you're gonna get people like talking smack in a different language. And that's not good. Everyone should just friendly. I feel like that's like such a hard concept to grasp. Like, even my students don't know how to do that. Weird. Like, it's definitely a culture thing, but oh my goodness, like, me coming from North America and how I was raised in North America compared to how, you know, school education system here, it's different. It's so different. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone in North America has this experience where you go to school from let's say 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Okay, you get 8 classes a day. Different classes could be like music, art, you know, phys ed, whatever. As long it's some arrangement of 8 classes, 8 you know, 40-minute class or so, and you know we would have 15-minute breaks, maybe once in the morning, and then we have like an hour lunch, plus like, you know, lunch recess, whatever. For Korea, the school system here goes go to school at 9. Class actually starts at 9:20. Well, for me, for my school at least, pretty sure it like starts, like every school is like, as long as you meet like the 8-hour mark, or how many hours, then you're fine. So for my school, it's like 9:20 is like first period, and then there's like a 10-minute break after first period for you to, like, you know, go to the washroom, you know, maybe get some water, whatever. And then second period starts, and then after second period, you know, 10-minute break, go to the washroom, whatever. And then third period starts, fourth period, you know, so on and so forth until you get to lunchtime. And then after lunchtime, that's it. School is technically considered over. What a concept, right? So after lunch, it's considered, well, there's like one more class left, but it's not really like, it's I don't know how to say it. It's just, yeah, okay, fine. There's one more mandatory class after lunch, and then school is over. But like that's still what, like 5 periods or so, 4 or 5 periods. It's not like the full 8. And like there are definitely 8 periods in one day. It's just after lunch, it's considered, you know, after school. And after school means the kids can choose. It's essentially like electives. They can choose, oh, I'm gonna sign up for, you know, taekwondo, I'm gonna sign up for, you know, hapkido, like all of these like extracurricular classes. This is when they do their extracurricular classes. So I'm like, what's the point? Like, because then like in America, it's like if you want to do these things, you have to do it outside of school. The school's not gonna provide it for you. But here, it's like the school's gonna provide it for you. Like, what do you want to do? You can choose. So, at like one side is like good because you know you can give the kids more responsibility, but at the same time, it's like there you can. It's a lot. It's kind of slower. It becomes slower because you only have like those 5 periods to teach in one day, and you don't get as many subjects. I remember there was like social studies, like a little bit of history, then like for me, because I grew up in Canada, we had to take French, and then your math, your science, your English class. So in this case, it would be like their Korean class, and then like English class as their second language. And then if you wanted to do like piano or like, you know, music, you would have to like, you know, go to piano lessons. It's outside of school, usually like on like, you know, Tuesday afternoon or like on the weekends you have Chinese class. Like these are things that are like considered extracurricular. If you wanted to join the badminton team, this is extracurricular. But here it's like, oh yeah, you know, if the school has a badminton team, then it can be considered extracurricular, and it'll be, you know, basically sponsored by the school, which is, it's weird. I wish I kind of wish I had that system, but at the same time, kind of don't, because the issue with having this Korean system, the students get kind of rude. Mostly because they haven't learned their manners yet. They're too young. They're too young. They don't know how to control their emotions. They don't know how to be mannerly. So that's like me as a Canadian. We're really nice. I coach some of my students who better understand what I'm saying. Try to get them to become more mannerly. If I can do that, then that's one less person that I have to worry about. It's true. Definitely true. I don't want to worry about their future. I can get like build their foundation, but after that, it's all up to them whether or not they want to continue using English. I mean, they kind of have to, because it's part of their like the Korean SATs, the Korean SAT equivalent, whatever it's called. They kind of have to. I don't think I'm gonna be making it to 100 or 100. Probably be making it to like 80. Depends on how fast Sahel 2 is. I just need one more level, and I'm gonna go. Ugh. Man, that rune helped so much. I'm gonna wait for the spell. Yeah. Go, my frogs. I mean, turn them into frogs. Turn these dinosaurs into frogs. And bugs. So I think maintenance starts in 2 hours or something? Maybe. I don't know, I didn't see the time. I'm just at this point. I hope it doesn't. I mean, I'm right. I want to at least fit in 1 hour of training. We're half an hour in, and I just realized that off. Okay. If I can make it to level, let's see, level 90-ish, then I am definitely gonna do Zakum. Okay, how do I get to? Can't teleport there. Kind of sad. Gadia. Magadia? However you pronounce. Oh. I think I can stack this. No, I can't. Oh, that's not bad. I don't know why I didn't take the portal. But I took the portal. Oh, this doesn't push them. Right. Okay, what about this skill? Oh, this might be better. Except for the bouncing stuff. Okay, maybe no. Maybe the bouncing thing's not that great. Man, but that gave so much. The combo orb. Okay, if my dash skill did more damage, then it would be more efficient. But at this time, it doesn't. So I'm weak. Probably because I didn't do my skills. Alright, let's max the... This should give me more damage, right? Ground shattering. Oh, this gives me more skill, more damage too. There we go. Oh. Jump all over the place. Bam. Alright guys, I have a question for you guys. What? Okay, how should I phrase this? If you can have one thing for Christmas, what would it be? Don't say money, because if you say that, then obviously buy whatever you want, but just get to the point. Pick one thing for Christmas. Yeah, pick one thing for Christmas. It could also be something that doesn't have value. For example, you know, it could be just be like, oh, meeting new people. You know, maybe finding a potential partner. Stuff like that. You haven't oh, right. Okay, cool. Oh, I forgot I can use this skill too. I wonder if... Okay, I gotta read the skills again. What does this? Oh, press the left or right arrow key. Okay. Oh, bounty hunter. Follow? Free. Ooh, I can teleport. That's like a teleport. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. This place is pretty good. Only wish I had a Kana or some way to make the spawns faster. I can get more experience. Oh, do I have 100? Oh no, 80%. We're at 80% crit chance. Which is pretty good. That's not bad at all. 63% crit damage. That's I think that's I think that might be higher than my dual bladers. Hey, should we turn on our ears again? Let's turn on our ears. Hail. Oh, I forgot to do my second job skill. Right. No wonder I wasn't doing so less damage. I get to max everything, right? Yeah. Okay, I feel like I should be able to dash without holding down the arrow key or the right arrow key. I just want one skill like that. Great. But I guess a lot of Hoyoung's skills are based on moving. Oh, okay, here it is. Greetings, Mapler. Today's unscheduled maintenance will begin at 8 AM PST. That's 11 AM EST, 5 PM CET, 3 AM AEDT. Oh, that's not 1 AM. Can't tell. EST. EST is Eastern Central Time. What time is that now? It's in 2 hours. Oh, so yeah. Okay, so I have 2 hours left. Cool. So I have 2 hours. What's this? part of me wants to actually go buy a Fury Totem from the Maple Reward shop. I mean, it lasts for 2 hours. Nah. I'm probably gonna just rest. Finish up this episode and rest. Because I know this is gonna be a long series. Oh, I should probably give you guys an update on my Legion level. Can I access Legion on this character yet? I didn't even put Legion on here. Ooh, yes, Legion leg. 7,635. Not bad. We're 400 away. Oh, 365. This character is probably gonna bring me like 40 30? I don't know how much. Really depends on what character I take out of Legion. Cause like characters like Jet and like, you know, the classes that actually give like good stats, like Beast Tamer, they are definitely not high level. They're like max 150 or so. So like those are the classes I actually have to train if I want to get my Legion level up. Or I really have to train this character to like 230 in order to make a difference. But yeah, I need to take another character out from Legion and put this one in. Okay, this is really killing my mana now. So I'm guessing it's even worse at lower levels. Unless some skill gives me MP back. I don't think that's the case. It might just do this. Oh my god, I can no, stop! my keyboard's acting up. It keeps switching between US keyboard and the Korean keyboard. But I set it to do that if I press the Windows key and spacebar. I'm not clicking those keys though. Awkward. Oh. Come on, give me the level up. Use potion. Okay, 77. Okay, here's the thing. If I hit level 90, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Zakum at level 90. And even if I don't hit 100, I will do Zakum when like reset happens. I think that's most reasonable. Probably. Does this increase the time? No. It just increases the damage. Does this increase? Nope, just also the damage and MP cost. What about this? Just damage. Wow, the multiplier is actually really low on this skill. 120-ish? Actually quite low. Okay, I don't think I actually will use this skill a lot. So I guess I'll go for the iron fan now. $14K. That's not bad. 14K range with no items, just stats. Hey, I wonder which skill is faster. I feel like our main attacking skill is faster. Like the one from first job. Gotta see. Humanity. Wow, it's only 70%. And then like this skill probably makes it a little bit stronger. Oh, 200%. So that brings it to 200%. Right? I mean, I have no clue what percent P stands for. Gonna increase your skill by 130% P. Ooh, we're gonna hit the red combo orb soon. Oh, there's a maple tip that says, "Beautiful words will lead to beautiful friendship." See? Even Nexon agrees. Oh, here it is. 85,000. That's pretty good. And my Aran still isn't level 210. Probably get him to 210. Aran mobbing is okay. It's pretty good. Obviously not as great as just hopping around on Buccaneer. That's a luxury. Just killing things by hopping around. Good luxury. Dang, 63% crit damage. That's a lot. And regular hits are hitting 10k, but I'm doing like 20 to 30k. Pretty good. Back. Oh, here comes a combo orb. Back. Oh, it's nice rune. I love runes. Okay, let's put more skill points into here. I feel like I missed didn't. Okay, I'm curious now. Are there any viewers? So I'm talking to you guys. Are there any of you guys that live in Korea? Wondering. Because like obviously everyone's experiences are gonna be different. And I just wanna hear your story. Like it could be, you know, how you came to Korea, what you were doing before, why, you know, what made you want to work in Korea or come to Korea, you know, maybe even for traveling. Because I left Canada because I knew I wanted to work in Korea. Like, aside from all the other Korea Boo stuff, like, I knew that Canada wasn't for me. Everything was just too slow. And here in Korea, everything is really fast. Like, at times, like, I don't feel like I don't struggle trying to keep up. It's more like I enjoy the faster pace. Like, I would, because like I'm young, right? I'm still young, and I can, you know, keep up. But like back in Canada, like, come on, like, can't you be like just a bit faster? And so like that's why I see Canada as more of like a retirement country, like a place to like just rest when you're old. And obviously, because I'm Canadian, I can get, if I'm above 65 years old, I can get like the old people perks. That's gonna be great. But yeah, like, if I feel like my career, like, obviously can be like all over the world, doesn't matter. But like I feel Korea is like a really good spot. Like they're in a really good spot for people like me that want to go a little bit faster. And then like the thing that really pushed me over the edge, figuratively, was that my previous job back in Canada, I wasn't being treated properly, I guess you could say. And that was just due to lack of people. There wasn't enough people. So the backstory for me is I was working as a school photographer, and I would be taking pictures from like kids back in like first grade. I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I think I did deal with kindergartens too, but really rarely did I ever have to deal with kindergartens. Usually it starts from grade 1. And then I would do school photos for that. Grade 1 to grade 8, grade 9 to grade 12, because we don't have middle school in Canada. It's kind of weird. But not really, because why do you all of a sudden get to graduate at grade 6? You're just going like, right? Like grade 8 to grade 9, you're graduating from elementary school to high school. There's no need for a middle school. Like, yeah, there's just no need for a middle school. So grade 1 to grade 8, I do their individual portraits. I do their group photos sometimes. I said sometimes. I'm not supposed to do both jobs. But my supervisor, because we were short-handed, we were short on staff, and I was capable of doing both sides of the job. I was essentially paid one wage. So let's say I was better doing portraits, like individual portraits. I would still be paid my individual portrait wage, but I would be also doing group portraits, or group like class photos. You know, like, you know, everyone sits still, you know, look at the camera, flash, and then like, okay, next group. And like I was essentially sent to a school by myself, and I would have to deal with all of them, everything, deal with admin and stuff. So like figuring out like, okay, we're gonna start from the young kid, we're gonna start from the first graders, and we're gonna work all the way up to like grade 8. Granted, like, it was a small school, so like maximum there's like 300 kids, and you have to get through 300 kids in a day. because if you don't, then there's gonna be a big problem. Because like, here's the thing, in elementary school, like they send out like a letter to the parents and like, oh, okay, this is photo day, you have to dress up your kid, make sure that, you know, they're looking nice, and don't wear these kind of things, you know, you want them to look you know, good. And so you have to get through them in one day. So essentially I was doing both jobs but paid for one job, and it was only because we were short-handed, we were short-staffed. That was my second year at this company. Not saying the company is doing a bad job. The company is good, because in my first year I had it pretty well. We had enough people, we had enough staff, and people didn't feel like they were getting burned out. So for my second year, even I would have two supervisors. One of them would be like a region supervisor, just to like make sure everything's okay within that region, and like to talk to schools about like, you know, certain deals, what we can do for them, what packages we can offer. That's like what the regional manager or regional position does. And then you go a step lower, and that's the lead supervisor, and this and that position basically manages the quality of the photos. So like making sure the staff who are doing individual portraits or doing group portraits are doing a good job. Essentially quality check. And because we were short-staffed, my lead supervisor was also working essentially like the same job I was. So, you know, lead supervisor would be sent to a different school that day to do all of the all of the individual portraits. Burrito. And then like they would probably like send someone specifically to do the group portrait or group or class photo. And so I'm like, I know I can do this, but I'm also human, right? I'm not a robot. At times I think I am, but I'm not a robot. I wish I was. Then I wouldn't have to sleep, right? And I could keep making videos for you guys. But no, I get tired too, right? And like I have to drive everywhere, you know, I have to wake up super early in the morning. Like I know I'm complaining, but like I have to get to the school before the students do, because I have to set up all of the equipment. And then at the end of the day, the students leave before I, sometimes I leave before the students because like maybe I finish early, or you know, just I pack up before the bell rings, and so I get to get out of the school before the students, which is good. But at the end of the day, like it's a physical intensive labor job. I don't know if those are in the correct order, but I hope you guys get what I mean. Because photography, like the equipment isn't light, it's pretty heavy. They gave us they literally give you like a trolley or like a push cart to put all of the equipment on, and then you have to wheel that into, you know, whatever, let's say like the gymnasium, and then you take all of the equipment and you set it up. After you set it up, you have to, you know, you make sure, you know, everything's good. Starts, go through, and then the school ends, and oh yeah, and then like you do get 1 hour lunch break, same time as like the students, but when you're alone, it just might as well just stay and like sit down, maybe drink some water. That's it. But like it was like, obviously you get burned out really easily if you have so many things to deal with, and so that's the most stressful part about that job. After elementary school and high school, I think high school we don't have class photos, we only do the individual, and you know, high schoolers are a lot more cooperative. You don't have to deal with attitude. And usually high school you can finish relatively quick because it's just one. A lot of schools just choose one pose, even if and then like even if it's two pose, like you basically just ask the high school like this, and like all you have to do is smile, and then like you don't like I take 2 pictures and you're done. You can you can go back to doing whatever you want to do. That's high school. High school is a lot easier. Elementary school is tough. It's tough because, you know, some of the kids are scared. Some of the kids are scared of this bright light that's like shining in their face and then like kabam, flashed. You know, they get scared and then it's like start crying. Some kids even like wet their pants and I'm like, oh my god. I like thank goodness it didn't happen to me, but oh, if it happened to me, I don't know what I would do. So after elementary school and high school, usually that like occurs obviously like in the beginning of the semester. So like, you know, school starts like September to like December. After that, things slow down a little bit. If you're a relatively like good and like fast photographer, yes, you can kind of categorize it like that. Then you get the chance to be on the grad team, the graduation photographer team. And both years I was on that team. Now grad photos are a lot easier. Well, I shouldn't say easier, but like a lot more relaxed because now there's an appointment system. So high schoolers, grade 12, usually they sign up for a time slot. If they're late, then it sucks. Usually they're late, but each session is supposed to be 15 minutes or so, and because I would be able to cut it down really quickly because I know all the poses. This was my second year. I was able to cut it down to like 10-13 minutes for one student or one grad session, which is good. That means I get like 2-3 minutes to like actually, you know, relax, wait for the next kid. If they show up like 5 minutes late, then I'm like, oh, thanks for taking 5 minutes. Thanks for being 5 minutes late. Now you're gonna push everyone else late. You're gonna make everyone else late. But then at the end of the but then like because I know I'm fast, I can kind of like make it back on time. Which is weird. Graduation pictures are a lot. And so you would do high school for like a couple months, and then you would switch over to elementary grads. Public elementary grads are there's less photos involved, less posing involved, but you're still dealing with grade. Sometimes they give you attitude, and it's like, really? Like, I don't want to deal with you. You don't want to deal with me. Let's just kind of, you know, not get into each other's, not make each other angry. So that's majority of the reason why I decided to leave that job. I wasn't being paid enough. That's definitely not being paid enough. Oh, like, cause then like for that job you have to you have to total up your hours, and if you reach a certain amount of hours, that's good. Like it's good because you get more pay depending on hours, but like it's not like you can cheat the system by saying, oh, I'm gonna work slower so I can go earn more hours. I cheated the system. Like I cheated the system and I still wasn't being paid enough. Like I will obviously like tell my lead supervisor, I'm like, worked from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. because packing up. And then like, cause like sometimes I would be working with her, and she would just tell me, just put this time down. Like, I know you guys aren't getting paid enough, just put this time down. And then we're like, okay. Like, and then like we like obviously like it'd be like we're leaving early that day, you know, maybe like something happened, like the, you know, grade 8 class had all of a sudden field trip, so there's one less class to photograph, and that means we can leave early, which is great. That was the only good thing about it. After that, it's like, can I just put this time down? And then she'd be like, yeah, sure. And it's because like I'm the only one there. Nobody's really gonna like you know, look at what time it is when I leave. Oh, nobody's really gonna know when I leave. Except for the school. But as long as it's like, because like there's a system, and you log in and you calculate your hours, and it's like obviously you're not going to be able to work 24 hours in one shift. Like obviously make it a little bit more reasonable. Like let's say you were there actually for 6 hours and you put 8 hours, like pretty sure you can get away with it. But if you were like there for 8 hours and you put 10 hours, then like school doesn't run that long. So like there's definitely some suspicious activities that, you know, obviously can't make. But I've done some. I've tried to cheat the system by putting more hours. Because I wasn't being paid that much. I was probably being paid like a couple dollars more than, you know, what a McDonald's person makes. And I had to do so much more. There were skills that you don't necessarily have to use when you're a McDonald's employee. But there are skills that you need when you're a school photographer. But at the end of the day, I learned quite a lot. I learned how to deal with kids. That's the biggest thing. I learned how to deal with kids. So now here's a fun story. So now that I'm in Korea, and I'm an English teacher, we went on a field trip last week to a art museum. And it was an art museum about an old painter, artist, whatever you want to call him. And he had a lot of pretty realistic portraits that he drew or painted. Obviously, the kids are like bored to death because first of all, like, there's no like art history class. So you like obviously you're not going to be able to learn about like Michelangelo, you know, all these really good artists back in the day, you know, the sculptures that they crafted, all these, you know, magnificent like art pieces. You know, like if you were to go to like the Louvre in Paris, like the Mona Lisa, like famous art pieces, right? They don't get that experience. So going to an art museum, fine, whatever. For me, it was insightful, to say the least, because I don't come from painting. Like my background, I don't come from painting. I graduated out of photography, so if it was like a photo, like exhibition, museum, then like I can give better input. I can give better constructive feedback on what I felt or what I thought about the entire gallery or whatever. But when it comes to painting and like something that the artist like literally used his hands for, like, you know, using a pencil, using, you know, ink on oil paper, using like, you know, whatever, like watercolor or acrylic paint, like that's a skill that I don't personally have, so I can't really like fully connect and relate. I do understand it's hard, and I do understand like it's it's something that was very rare back in the 1900s. And I can appreciate it, at least, right? I can appreciate it because I understand like what struggles they had to go through in order to do these things. And I just didn't feel it. The museum that I went to, I just didn't feel it. Yeah, he's famous. Yeah, he's been on so many like newspapers and stuff. I just didn't. Yeah, I mean the art was good. He did a good job. But it's just portraits at the end of the day. I didn't really feel a story. Probably because it was the entire thing was in Korean, so I couldn't understand it. That's probably why. But like through the portraits that he drew, most of them are focused on person's expressions, and that's what he captured. Most of the time, there were no backgrounds that tell a deeper story. Usually, we can use backgrounds to tell a deeper story. Like it sets the time, like of the surroundings. Like obviously, when we watch movies, we can tell when a certain time period is being portrayed. We can tell if it's more modern, if it's more more classical, I guess. More back in the old, more. I can't even think of the word, but back in the days, more old. But like you can tell, right? But like for the artists that drew these portraits, they were great because they captured everything that he was going for. I just didn't. And so like all I wanted to do, or all I wanted to really see, was the materials that he used. Like, why did he choose this type of material instead of another material? Right? Like, why did he choose this size? Like, why did he choose to draw the portrait this big or this small on a wider canvas, on a like landscape portrait? Like, which one would have fit better? Because like at the end of the day, he's drawing portraits. What can you really do with portraits? Like, maybe there's two people in there. Maybe there's one person in there. Maybe that one guy is just smoking a cigarette. But for photo like art gallery exhibitions, I went to one. Went to Eric Johansen's exhibition when he was in Seoul. When his exhibition was in Seoul, I went there. It was great. Loved it. It was fantastic. Mostly because I knew of his work. I've seen his work before when I was in university and studying, art history. Studying a little bit of art history. His photos came up, and I researched about him. Researched about his photos, and I actually took his photo as my inspiration for one of my projects. One of my little projects. And that's why I became familiar with his work. And so when I heard that he was gonna have an exhibition in Seoul, I was like, I gotta go. I have to go and see it in person. And the great thing about it was I got to see his prints, or his photos, up personal, real close. And it was great. Loved it. The print quality was good. Colors were on point. Gallery, like the flow was pretty decent. And then here's the weird thing about Korean galleries. I'm not sure if it's just Korea in general, but galleries that I go to in Canada, usually there's like nobody in there. I don't know, like I'm talking like this exhibition has been open for a good like couple months already, and there's still a lot of people like every single day going there. Like obviously like some of these people are just there for like dates, like, oh, you want to just go like look at a gallery for a date. Some people are actually there because they understand, you know, his theme of his photographs. And I went because I just had to go. I had to see his work up close, personal. And like, as a fellow photographer, like I should support. I should probably support fellow photographers. And I actually do like his work. Like, I mean, I use it as an inspiration, right? So definitely should check it out. The thing about the Korean gallery is everyone kind of just lines up and walks photo. And it's like, let's say I want to spend a little bit more time with this photograph. You can kind of feel people behind you like breathing down your neck. Whereas in Canada, the art galleries that I go to, like the AGO, or, you know, personal art galleries, even galleries at my university, it's pretty quiet. There's literally just a security guard standing there. It's just security guard and you. So like you can stand in front of an art piece as long as you want. They don't really care what you do, as long as you're not like destroying the art. But like it's just such a huge difference. But I enjoyed it. I bought some merch after. I bought some stuff at the gift shop. And then I also messaged Eric Johansson afterwards. I was like, I went to your exhibition, and I was wondering, how do you choose like what kind of paper you print on? Because I know, because I myself am a photographer, I've made prints before. I've had to choose which kind of paper, what kind of like finish the paper has. Like, is it glossy? Is it semi-matte? Is it matte? You know, there's like so many different types of paper. What size? You know, color balancing. Like, there's so many things that go into making a print of a photograph. And I wanted to know his process. I wanted to know like what steps does he take in order to get to the final product. And so I messaged him on Instagram, and he actually replied. He's like, it really depends. He's just like, you know, every photo is different, and sometimes you just gotta go with the feels, right? What you feel, you know. So let's say like, you know, picture of like, you know, an industrial setting in like, you know, downtown whatever. There's a lot of like high-rise buildings, there's mirrors, and like the glass is like reflecting off of different surfaces, so you might want to go for like a glossy feel, right? Because it kind of like helps you know, enhance the reflectiveness. This glossy is reflective, kind of reflective. But then like if you want to go for like more of like you know, like a subdued kind of like, you know, a little bit of like desaturated colors, like a muted tone look, then maybe I would choose like a semi-matte or a matte finish for the paper. And then like when it comes to size, it's like, okay, I know that this photograph, you know, what if I want to make the viewer feel like they're actually there? Then I have to print it big. But what if I want the viewer to get up close and personal with each individual photograph, right? What if I want them to like just kind of feel it, right? Feel as if they were looking through a camera lens themselves. Then maybe I would print it smaller, right? Because obviously when you're, even with like disposable cameras, you have to look through the viewfinder in order to see what picture you're taking, right? So like, what if I want that feel? So maybe I print it smaller. Oh my god. Literally none of them were polos. But like that's the process. And I wanted to know about it, so I messaged, which was fun. And he replied, which is cool. He's a pretty cool dude. I was kind of expecting to see him at the exhibition, but he wasn't there. I think he left a week before I went to his exhibition. But whatever. We're just gonna do this. change of pace. We are an hour and 20 minutes in right now, so I'm not sure if I should end the episode. I think I should probably wrap it up soon. I'll probably get one more level and then wrap it up. Oh my god. I want to see how much this gives. 20%. Roughly. Yeah, if you guys made it this far into the video, you know, show some support. You know, tell me what you guys want for Christmas. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not Santa Claus, but like I want to see what people actually want. Right? It doesn't have to be anything of value. It could be something of value. You know, something that you might need. Something that you wish you had. It could even be, you know, the Tesla Cybertruck. It could be anything, right? It could be something that you've always wanted ever since you were a kid. Yeah, let me know. I'm pretty curious. And then also let me know if anyone is living in Korea. Backstory, why you left your home country to come to Korea. Right? Aside from all the Koreaboo stuff, like I know a lot of people here are here because they're Koreaboo. I know the previous English teacher at my school was a Koreaboo. She left all her like personal like data on the computer that I use. So I literally saw like everything. She apparently was a Shinee fan from the boy group from SM Entertainment. Shinee fan, but obviously she got placed in like somewhere that's far away from Seoul. It's 2 hours away from Seoul, where my school is, and like she obviously doesn't speak Korean. She was Asian though. That's so she definitely could have blended in as a Korean, but she doesn't speak Korean. So that's a big like hurdle. And the other teachers at my school, they speak Korean, right? So it's hard to communicate. So when you don't have someone that you can communicate with, things definitely go sideways. And she definitely, like the other teachers have told me that they felt that she was very lonely, and that's why she left after 1 year. And then I came, and everyone loves me. Well, I hope everyone loves me. I know the principal loves me. I know the principal. That's a good thing. I know that like I personally am generally like a positive person, so I bring happiness to students as well. Bring positivity to the table. I try to lift everyone's spirits up or moods up when you know, I just try to do what I do. I'm Canadian and I'm nice, and I want to share that with, you know, people around me. I want to make sure everyone is respected. I want to make sure everyone knows that I'm here. And that if they ever have any issues, that they can talk. Even though I don't fluently speak Korean, I can at least try to relate, and I won't like shut you out or shut you from doing so. I feel like I've turned into like some some hotline for mental health. No, I will definitely listen to your stories. I'm a good listener. I try my best. I might not offer you the best advice times, but I will at least consider, as I know some people, they don't care. I have 7 minutes left on my 2x or XP coupon, so I guess I'll finish that and then end the episode. I know I'm level 90 right now, but I don't really want to do that gun. Could, but there's 26 seconds left on my rune. I'm probably just for next episode. I mean, we went from level 55 to 90. That's pretty good. Next episode, I guess, probably hit 120 or so. Whoa. I was not expecting birdie. I wonder how fast I can kill it though. I also haven't been using my skill. Like my other skill. And dead. Cool. Yeah, I want to thank you guys. Like, to the people who actually watched the entire video, the entire episode. Thank you. Like, I'm glad that some people actually watch my content. I'm glad people actually have a good time. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for, spending an hour of your day listening to my awful voice. It's definitely a hard thing to do. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how you guys do it. Yeah. I'm here in the comment section. If you guys have anything to say, I'll 100% I will respond. Unless it's like something like, oh, your video sucks, then I won't respond. But like if it's constructive feedback, right? If it's like, hey, why didn't you do this, or why you could have done this to make leveling a little bit faster, then it's like, oh, thanks for the input. I'll do that next time, or I'll make sure I'll try that in the next episode or whatever. Like I don't mind. I'm a photographer. I'm used to critique. Like I'm used to people like saying your stuff sucks. Yeah, I'm like, you've got a good point. Yeah, I can definitely see why. It's a good trait. It's like I put a photo up for critique, and then like my professor says, so can you tell me like why you went for this route, or why you took this path for this project? I'm like, yeah, then I took this because this makes sense, and like if I were to put this in here, then like it wouldn't work, and like that's why I did this, and and then like everyone in the critique was like, okay, cool. And then like the professor, because like yeah, like they have to say something, and so they're like, maybe like next time you try this, maybe there can be certain ways that you can approach this kind of topic, and like, and I'll be like, okay, cool, yeah, I totally agree, thanks for your input, and then it like goes on to the next person. The professor would be like, does anyone else have any questions? And like the entire room is like silent. It's like, no, okay, let's go on to the next one. There might be like some times where like someone has a question and be like, I don't get it, or it's like, I feel like you could have done this better, or like I feel like this could have been worked on, and then I'm like, great. You couldn't have said it any better. And then for me, when like other people, it's like other people's turn to present their projects, I keep my mouth shut. I don't say anything. Because if I start like roasting people, I'm gonna get roasted. I don't want to get roasted. Especially in front of like my fellow classmates. I don't want to get roasted. I might as well not roast them. But there are definitely some photos that I've seen that I could fully roast, but I held back because I know it's probably gonna backfire onto me. That's how I survived university or art school. That's how I survived of being a photography major. Keep my mouth shut. You see a lot of different people in the photo world, and a lot of pictures. Some weird, some really nice, really like amazing pictures. Like pictures that actually like you want to buy. And then it's a weird place. And then like you gotta write about like your artist statement. It's like, I did this because of this, and this. And then it's like, this is the project's theme, what my aim is for the theme, and then yeah, it's a lot of and like a lot of expanding a simple sentence to try to make it more complex. That whole ordeal. It's always fun. Like you take an idea and then you just expand on it and you use vocabulary to turn it from simple to complex, and then nobody understands it. It's great. That was my thesis. I was like, okay, so my thesis was based on the constructed reality, and I was saying how pictures aren't actually real. Like, and everyone like lost their minds. Like, what are you talking about? Pictures aren't real. And I'm like, it's not real. It's a manipulation of what the photographer sees. It's not real, right? It's a constructed reality. I can take a picture and I can do whatever I want with that picture, and I can change it so that what you see is what I saw. And then it's like I used like objects to like kind of like make it so it looks like it's a real photo, but it's actually like photoshopped, obviously. So that's why I call it the constructed reality. Anyway, that's for a difference. We're done for today. We're level 92. Great. We got some stuff. Ooh, did not know I got that. I don't have enough mesas. Great. But next episode, we will be training to 120. At least I want to hit 120. That would be great. I will see you guys in the next episode. Show some support in however way you guys fancy. And bye.